Hello students, today's session of the video we are going to discuss about the next chapter, that is chapter 6, molecular basis of inheritance. So in this video I'll discuss about the 1 mark, 2 mark question and 3 mark question. The next session of the video I explain about 5 mark question of this chapter, molecular basis of inheritance. So today's video I'll explain about only the 1 mark, 2 marks and 3 marks questions. Let us start with that. The first is 1 mark question. So here in this 1 mark question, the first question is what is transcription? So here you are going to write the definition for the transcription. It is the process of copying genetic information from one strand of DNA into RNA. Here the keyword which is very important is one of the strand of DNA. The one strand of DNA is very important. If you just write it from DNA to RNA, the answer may not be corrected. Here you have to write copying genetic information or transferring the genetic information from one strand of DNA into RNA. So keyword, it is very important, one strand of DNA. Then if you go to the next question, name the main enzyme which is required for the DNA replication. So here DNA polymerases, it is a general word. Sometimes you can also write the DNA dependent DNA polymerase. So this is the enzyme. You can also write as a complete word, that is a DNA dependent DNA polymerase enzyme is the main enzyme which is required for the DNA replication. DNA dependent DNA polymerases. So here you can add the word DNA dependent. Then the next question is what is VNTR? So here the VNTR actually stands for variable number tandem repeats. So variable number tandem repeats is an abbreviation for the VNTR. So here you have to explain what is the definition for the VNTR, that is a variable number tandem repeats. So you are going to write the definition. Let's see what is the definition for VNTR. The VNTR are short nucleotide sequences which is organized as many number of tandem repeats. Many number of tandem repeats. That means short nucleotide sequences, in that tandem repeats will be present more in number. Such a sequences are called as a VNTR sequence, that is a variable number tandem repeats. So here you have to write it. It is a short nucleotide sequence which consists of, which is organized as many number of tandem repeats. The next is define splicing process. Here the splicing process refers to, if you consider the mRNA, that is a messenger RNA, eukaryotic messenger RNA consists of both exons and introns. So you know that exons, the exon, it is an intron, it is an exon. If it consists of a mRNA, so it is consists of exon, then intron, then again exon and intron. So exons are coding sequences, introns are non-coding sequences. In such a condition, introns has to be removed. So the process of removing the introns and joining the exons are called splicing process. That's the answer here. You have to write it, introns are removed and exons are joined. Such a process is called splicing process. So introns are removed and exons are joined. Then the next question is, what are Okazaki fragments? So here Okazaki is a scientist name. So you have to write definition for the Okazaki fragments. First of all, Okazaki fragments are formed in the lagging strand of the DNA. So it is formed in the lagging strand. So here in the lagging strand, the DNA sequences of DNA nucleotides which are synthesized discontinuously. Such fragments are called as Okazaki fragments. Here the definition is, Okazaki fragments are short sequences of DNA nucleotides which are synthesized discontinuously. If it is continuously synthesized, then it is a leading strand. But in the case of lagging strand, so lagging strand is there, in that the DNA will be discontinuous. So such a fragments are called as a Okazaki fragments. Then we'll go to the next question. What is meant by polyadenylation? So the polyadenylation, that means mRNA strand is there. This is called 5' end. This is called 3' end. For this 3' end, there is a, I'll write once again. So here if it is mRNA strand, this is a 5' end and this is the 3' end. So on that 3' end, there is a addition of a tail. It is polyadenylate tail. That means it is consists of adenine. So this is called as poly-A tail. That is here polyadenylate tail, where at 3' end. So here the addition of entailing polyadenylate tail will be added at 3' end. So this is called as a polyadenylation. If it is easy in the notes itself, that answer also can be written. The next is define capping. So in the case of capping, as usual, the 3' end will be there. First end is a 5' end. The last end is a 3' end. Here there is a addition of at 5' end of heterogeneous nuclear RNA, that is called hnRNA. This is a precursor mRNA. For this precursor mRNA, there is an addition of 5-methyl guanosine triphosphate. 7-methyl guanosine triphosphate will be added at 5' end of the hnRNA. So here if we consider, this is a hnRNA. For that hnRNA, at 5' end, there is a 7-methyl guanosine triphosphate will be added. This is called as a cap. So adding of cap is a capping. So the definition is, in capping, unusual nucleotide, that is a 7-methyl guanosine triphosphate added to the 5' end of the hnRNA is called as a capping. The next question is, name the amino acid which is coded by the initial codon. Initial codon is AUG. So AUG is coded by methionine amino acid. So the answer is, methionine amino acid is coded by initial codon. Initial codon is AUG. The last question in the 1 mark. Which chromosome of the man has the least number of genes? So here it is a answer is Y chromosome. Let's go to the 2 marks question. In the case of 2 marks question, first one is, tRNA is an adapter molecule. Comment. Why we will call tRNA is a adapter molecule? The reasons are two. First one is tRNA is charged by attaching the amino acid excuse me, at one end. So one end of the tRNA, here it will be added to the here it is added to the amino acid. So amino acid will be added at one end, and another end it will read the codons. It will read the codons on the mRNA. So two hands at a time will do the job. That's why it is called as a adapter. Two function. One will be attached to the amino acid. One will be read the codons on the mRNA. That is the answer here. tRNA is attaching an amino acid at one end. Then it binds to the mRNA and reads the codon for the amino acid. This is the in another end. So this is the second reason. So this is second reason and this is the first reason. So it is called as a adapter molecule. You have to write the two reasons why it is called adapter molecule. The next is the list any two applications of DNA fingerprinting. The two applications are, it is used in the forensic to identify the crimes. I mean criminals. They are going to identify in the forensic science. Then it is also to identify or establish the paternity, family relations. So that can be done by using the DNA fingerprinting. Then in the cases of the rape, to identify the victim, that can be also done, the use of DNA fingerprinting. The next is mention the general properties of genetic material. If a DNA or RNA, will call it as a genetic material, what the properties it should possess? So that properties are, it should able to replicate and make its copy. First property. It should be stable chemically and structurally. Then it should undergo the slow mutation, and it should possess the hereditary units. So these are the properties of the genetic material. Next is what are nucleic acids? Mention the types. Nucleic acids are the biomolecule, or you can also write acidic molecules found in the nucleus. Nucleic acids are the biomolecules or acidic molecules found in the nucleus. That's the definition for nucleic acid. Types of nucleic acids you very well know about, DNA and RNA. So DNA and RNA are the types of nucleic acids. The next is mention any 4 features of Human Genome Project. That is the silent features of Human Genome Project. Human genome contains 316.7 million nucleotide bases. An average gene consists of 3000 bases, but the largest human gene, that is a dystrophin gene, contains 2.4 million bases. This is the second feature. The third feature is less than 2% of genome codes for the protein, only just less than 2%. Repeated sequences make large portion of the human genome. So these are the 4 which I have given so far. Still are there. You can write it any of those. Better you can write it in order. It will be well and good. The next is 3 marks question. So in that, the first question is, DNA is a better genetic material than RNA. So we have to tell DNA is a better genetic material than RNA by telling the reasons. How the DNA is considered as a better genetic material than RNA. The first one is, DNA is more stable. And why it is a more stable? Because DNA can be 2 strands. I mean the double strand can be separated just by heat. But when the bring down the temperature, again they will form as a double strand. If you heat it, it will form two separate strands. But again cool down, it will again come back to form a double strand. That capacity is there for the DNA, but RNA will undergo denaturation. The next property is, the next reason, RNA is more easily degradable because they have a hydroxyl group at the second position of the carbon atom. That is a ribose sugar. RNA contains the ribose sugar. DNA contains the deoxyribose sugar. So only DNA is more stable than RNA. Next is DNA does not act as a enzyme, but RNA will act as a enzyme. That means it is not stable, it will be reactive. It is reactive. RNA is reactive. So only DNA is more stable than RNA. The next is the DNA contains the thymine, but RNA contains the uracil. So only DNA is more stable than RNA. DNA and RNA both will undergo mutation, but RNA will mutate fast than the DNA, less stable. So only it is less stable. It will undergo fast mutation compared to DNA. That's why it is less stable. RNA is stable, less stable. So these are the reasons why DNA will be better genetic material than RNA. So here it is a better genetic material than RNA. These are the reasons. The next question is, RNA polymerases in the eukaryotes show division of labor. In eukaryotes, if you consider in the prokaryotes, only one RNA polymerase will do the transcription. But in the case of eukaryotes, there are 3 RNA polymerases will do the transcription. That's we have to explain each one. Here the sentence, in eukaryotes there are 3 different RNA polymerases will do the transcription, that is synthesis of RNA, that is RNA polymerase 1, 2, 3. We have to write the function, which RNA polymerase will synthesize which RNA. RNA polymerase 1 will synthesize ribosomal RNA, that is rRNA. RNA polymerase 2 will synthesize mRNA, that means heterogeneous nuclear RNA. The next is precursor mRNA. You can also write precursor mRNA. RNA polymerase 3 will synthesize tRNA. So that means each RNA will be synthesized separately by RNA polymerases separately. That's why it is called division of labor. You can see here in eukaryotes, RNA polymerase show division of labor substantiation. You have to write the answer like this for the question. The next is, mention the one function for following enzymes. So they will give the enzymes names. We have to write the function for those enzymes. Let's see the enzymes with the function. So here the first one is DNA polymerases. Of course, DNA polymerases will synthesize the DNA strand by adding deoxynucleotides. That is the main function. That means it involves in DNA replication. The next is, RNA polymerases synthesizes RNA strand. The next is a DNA ligase. In the case of DNA ligase, it will joins the breaks between the nucleotides and forms a phosphodiester bond as a backbone of the DNA. That will actually happens in the replication process. So that means it will joins the breaks in the phosphodiester bond, phosphodiester backbone of the DNA. That is a job by the DNA ligase. The next question is, write the 3 characteristic features of the genetic code. So here I have given all the 5 characteristic feature I have shown. You can write it any 3 if you are well confident in your answer. First is, so total I think 6. First one is, The codon is a triplet. So 61 codons code for the amino acid. 3 codons do not code for any amino acids. They are called as a stop codons. This is the first feature. Second feature, codon is a unambiguous and specific because each code will code for one amino acid. The third one is a code is a degenerate because some amino acids are coded by more than one codon. The next feature is the codon will be read in the mRNA as a contiguous fashion without giving any comma or a full stop. That is without any punctuation. Codon is a nearly universal because AUG will act as a dual function because it acts as a methionine and also it acts as a initiator codon. The next is here you have to write the only diagram. Sketch and label the arrangement of genes on the lac operon. See here, only you have to write what are these genes. You have to write the diagram. First block is promoter. So this promoter, this is for the regulator gene I. So this is called I is regulator gene. So you have to mention everything. First one you have to write the diagram. After writing diagram, so I have to write like this P. So promoter, ಇದು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಮೋಟರು? Promoter for regulator gene you have to write. Next I ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? regulator gene. Next P. So P ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? P ಅಂದರೆ promoter for structural genes. You have to write promoter for structural genes ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. Next O, operator for structural genes. Completely you have to write like this. The next is Z, structural gene. Y, structural gene. A, structural gene. So Z, Y, A, you have to write like that. So okay, put a flower bracket. All these are called structural genes. Okay, so that's the labeling and arrangement of the genes on the lac operon. Next you have to write the sketch and label the structure of transcription unit. So here's the transcription unit which consists of course it is a DNA strand, double strand DNA. One strand which is in the 3' to 5' direction is called template strand. Then another one 5' to 3' is called coding strand. Then the region towards the 3' end is called as a promoter region. The region which is towards the 5' end is called terminator. You have to write the main like that. These are the main points. So you have to write 2 double strand DNA. One strand is 3' to 5', another one 5' to 3'. ಇದು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. 3' to 5' ಇರೋದನ್ನು ಟೆಂಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ, 5' to 3' ಇದ್ದರೆ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟು 3' ಎಂಡ್ ಕಡೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಮೋಟರ್ ರೀಜನ್ನು, 5' ಎಂಡ್ ಕಡೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಟರ್ ರೀಜನ್. These are the parts. The next is mention the important goals of Human Genome Project. So I have to write the goals of the Human Genome Project. The goals are identify all the genes. They are estimating 20 to 25,000 in the human DNA. ಇಷ್ಟಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ, ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. Next we have to find out the sequence of 3 billion bases, chemical bases which are present in the human DNA. Next store the information in the database, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ದ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಅನಾಲಿಸ್, ಮತ್ತು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಂದ ಹೌ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ದ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಟು ದ ಅದರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಬೇರೆ ಫೀಲ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಸೇಮ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಟು ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಲೀಗಲ್, ಎಥಿಕಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮೇ ಅರೈಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋವಾಗ ಎಥಿಕಲ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸು, ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸು, ಲೀಗಲ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋಲ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ these are the goals of the Human Genome Project. So still now I explained about the 6th chapter. In that 1 mark, 2 marks and 3 marks questions. In the next session of the video I explained about the 5 marks question. Only 5 marks question I will explain in the next session of the video. So here you go through in this video, which is having only the 1 mark, 2 marks and 3 marks questions.